Part 4 under mnemonics. Mnemonics in the study of nerves. We will discuss 7 topics related to nerves. First, cranial nerves. There are 12 cranial nerves: olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear, trigeminal, abducent, facial, vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory, spinal nerve, and hypoglossal nerve. To remember all, we can use this mnemonic: O to touch and feel virgin's great vagina, a heaven. Next, facial nerve. Facial nerve is the 7th cranial nerve. These are the regions innervated by facial nerve. It is also important to note that facial nerve is the most frequently paralyzed of the cranial nerves. Here are the 5 main branches of this nerve and the region it innervates. To remember all of these branches, these are the temporal, zygomatic, buccal, mandibular, and cervical branches. We can use this mnemonic: 2 zebras beat my cat. Innervation of extraocular muscles. Remember that cranial nerves 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are somehow involved in innervating the eye and the orbital region. Lateral rictus is innervated by abducent nerve or cranial nerve number 6, while superior oblique muscle is innervated by trochlear nerve, cranial nerve number 4, and all the muscles, other muscles, are innervated by the oculomotor nerve. To remember, we can use this formula: LR6, lateral rictus, cranial nerve number 6, is O4 of superior oblique, cranial nerve number 4, and the rest are innervated by cranial nerve number 3. Next, trigeminal nerve or cranial nerve number 5. Trigeminal nerve, right here, has 3 branches: the ophthalmic, maxillary, and mandibular branch. Each branch exits the cranium through a different foramen. Right here. First branch through superior orbital fissure, second branch through foramen rotundum, and the third foramen ovale. To remember, you have this standing room only. SRO. The third branch of the trigeminal nerve, V3, also innervates several muscles. Among them, you have the muscles of mastication, digastric, the anterior belly of digastric, mylohyoid, tensor tympani, and villi palatini muscle. To remember all of this muscle, we can use this mnemonic: MD my TV. Brachial plexus. Here's the location of brachial plexus. Showing here is the schematic diagram of how these plexus are arranged. The plexus has 5 roots, 3 trunks, 2 divisions, 3 cords, and 5 terminal branches. So from root to branches, you have RT, D, C, B. You can also notice here that backward or forward, the count is the same: 5, 3, 2, 3, 5. To remember all these parts, you can use this mnemonic: Ryotaro Tanaka drinks cold beer. Root, trunks, division, cords, and branches. phrenic nerve originates from cervical nerves C3, 4, and 5 and de-innervate the diaphragm. This rhyme will help you remember. C3, 4, 5, keep the diaphragm alive. Landmark dermatomes. In the abdominal region, the nipple region is innervated by thoracic nerve 4. To remember, you can use T4 is at the nipple. Region along the navel is innervated by T10. And to remember that, you have T10 at the belly button. Inguinal region, however, is innervated by L1. And to remember that, you imagine L1 IL for inguinal ligament. In between, you have these innervations. Dermatome C6 and its location. Right here, that's C6. And to remember, you can just make the sign 6 with your arm and hand, fingers, and then remember that it's C6. Dermatome 7, right here. All you have to do is C7 gives the finger to heaven as a sign of victory to remember this innervation or dermatome. Thigh innervation by compartment. You have medial compartment is supplied by obturator nerve. Then anterior compartment by femoral nerve. Posterior compartment by sciatic nerve. Our mnemonic is map of sciatic. Deep tendon reflexes. So let's go here. IS1 and IS2 is tested for ankle jerk. L2, L3, and L4 for knee jerk. C5 and 6 for brachioradialis reflex. C7 and 8 for triceps reflex. And then looking at the whole spinal nerve, we have S1, 2, L3, 4, C7 and 8, and 5 and 6 also. So you can count 1 to 8 to remember all of these reflexes. We can also use this nursery rhyme. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, kick the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, shut the gate. Pudendal nerve. Here's the location of pudendal nerve. Pudendal nerve originates from IS2, 3, and 4. They are responsible for erection and also innervations of the anal sphincter and urinary sphincter. Our mnemonic is 2, 3, and 4 keeps the 3 P's. These are the penis, poo, and pee off the floor. Penile innervation, which is also under pudendal nerve, is 2, 3, and 4. You can also have this mnemonic is 2, 3, and 4 keep the penis off the floor. Pudendal nerve has parasympathetic trunk and also sympathetic. Parasympathetic is responsible for penile erection, while sympathetic is responsible for ejaculation. That ends part 4. Coming up is part 5, the last part of this lecture series.